Hey guys, welcome to the course. Now, in this first lecture, I want to give you an overview of exactly what we will be building in the course at each step and in each section. So the first section of our course, we will be focusing on building a test application, right? So this application in itself is a really nice application because it uses a lot of technologies and a lot of libraries that every Android developer should have in their arsenal, right? So we will have an application that displays a list of countries in a recycler view, okay? A recycler view is a very efficient concept in Android, and we will talk about why we use that and how we use that to display our countries. Now, these countries are available in a remote API that I have provided specifically for this course. And we will use a library called Retrofit to communicate with the backend, with the API over the internet, and retrieve the list of countries and all the information attached. In addition, we will focus on building a MVP architecture for our application. And inside the presenter of that architecture, we will use RxJava to communicate with the model and retrieve that information, adapt it, and allow the view to display it as a list, as you see here. So already only understanding this application will get you really far in your Android development journey. Now, if we click on one of these countries, we will go to a detail screen, okay? And this detail screen simply displays a bit more information about the specific country. Now, this detail screen, we will use it especially as a kind of a test extra functionality that we will have our users pay for in our application. Okay, so at the moment there's nothing in it, it's just freely available. But as we go through the lectures and as we go through the sections, we will add checks here to allow our users to pay us for this example functionality. Now, keep in mind that this is an example app, so I'm not suggesting you publish this particular app to the Play Store. Of course, you can if you want to, but this is more of an example to showcase how we can implement certain concepts with our example functionality. Now, in the next section of our course, we will be focusing on creating ads. Okay, so we have three types of ads. We have banner ads, as we see here. Okay, so we will integrate the banner ads into our functionality, which is kind of a recommendation of mine. If you do use ads in your application, I would recommend that you try to integrate them into your functionality rather than simply displaying them at the bottom. Okay, it will be a much nicer experience for the users. So you can see here that we have every 5 countries, we have an ad, and every other 5 countries, we have another ad. So I will show you how to implement this kind of functionality. One thing to note here is that this is a test ad, and the reason for that is Google really doesn't like if we use real ads for testing purposes. So I will show you how to avoid any problems with Google by using test ads in our test application. And I will also show you how you can configure your application so that when you are building, when you are testing your application, you will see test ads, but when you are publishing your application to the Play Store, you will see the real ads that you want the end users to see, okay? And we will do that with very little configuration so that we don't need to worry about it afterwards. We will also be focusing on creating rewarded ads, which are basically when a user clicks on a country, they will be shown a video that is now loading in the background. They will be shown a video that they have to watch in order to access the required functionality. Okay, so once that video completes, we will show them the required functionality. And this is an example of a rewarded ad, which are, in my opinion, a little better than simply static ads, because we as developers will get some compensation whenever a user completes watching that video and the user gets the functionality that they want after they watch that video, right? So this is kind of a win-win situation. Now, in the next section of our course, we will focus on free versus paid apps. And I will show you, let me give you a quick look. In the Android Studio, I will show you how to create free versions and paid versions of your app based only on a setting that we need to put in our code. Okay, so it's very easy to create these two versions. And I will even show you how to create multiple levels of paid apps. So if you want a sort of a, let's say, a cheaper ad or more budget ad, and then a more expensive ad with more functionality, you can of course do that. And I will show you the principle behind how you would do that. We will also focus after that on the Google Play Store and how we would actually go about publishing an application to the Play Store, okay? I will show you how to go through each step in Google. We will actually do it together in the lectures, in the videos. And I will show you how to publish it and how to make your app available to the persons you want. So there are multiple options. You can either make the app available to a certain number of users, sort of testers, you would say, or you would be able to make it available to the wider audience. And I will show you how you can do that in a lot of detail. Also, I will show you how you can set a price for your application. You can either set it free or set whatever price you prefer for your application on the Play Store. And we will go through that, and I will show you how you can build that. Now, in the last major section of our course, we will go through what we call in-app billing. Okay, so we will create products. Let me show you on the Play Store. So on the Play Store, we will create products that we will be able to sell later on in our course, in our application, right? So in the code, when the user actually clicks on a country, they will receive this pop-up to say subscribe to the countries. Okay, so in this example, we have subscription, but in the course, we will focus both on purchasing one-time products or subscriptions, right? Now, as you can see here, we have a test card which always approves. This is because we have set up in the Google Play console a test account that allows us to test with a card that always approves so that we can build our functionality more easily. Of course, when we publish this application to our wider audience, to the users, here they will see their own card, their own bank card or credit card, so they can actually go ahead and pay you for the benefit of using your application. And I will show you how you can configure that for your account and how you can publish the application to the Play Store and receive these kind of subscriptions from users on different timescales. I will show you how to configure your subscription to renew every week, every month, or every year, depending on what your preferences are. So this is the functionality that we will be building. I will show you every step of the way how you can go from an empty project to creating an application, to implementing ads, to publishing it, and to have subscriptions and in-app products that you can sell to your users. So I'm really excited to get started with this course to show you how you can build this amazing functionality. I hope you'll join me, and let's go ahead and get started by building our project.